Hi everyone, I'm retired meteorologist Pat Prokop. Today is Tuesday, August the 6th, and boy, we had some rain last night, didn't we? 6 to 10 inches across many locations, and several locations receiving more than 10 inches of rain. We're going to take a look at that in just a minute, but right now let's get straight to it and go into the maps with Tropical Storm Debbie now circulating over the area. Now here's the radar summary right now showing the storm basically right over the Savannah River, the center of the storm, at Savannah and just south of Hardeeville, and Bluffton just to the west-southwest of Hilton Head Island. Zooming in on this, we can see the center of the rotation right over in here in the southern portions of Jasper County, just to the south of Hardeeville, southeast of Hardeeville. And still seeing some moderate rains, again, returning across regions to the west of the coastal areas of Georgia and South Carolina. More showers moving on shore into South Carolina. And some, again, moderate showers and rain moving across the mid-portion of South Carolina from the central Savannah River area southward across the region. I want to look at something here called the rainfall, storm total rainfall, and right there, storm total rainfalls. And this is since yesterday morning. And the red area indicates about 10 inches of rain, 8 to 10 inches of rain. Here we have right here 9.5 inches of rain in the Springfield area, or south of Springfield. Springfield itself got a lot of rain, over 12 inches of rain in this purple area here, and in this lighter purple area over here in South Carolina, just to the north of Ediston Beach, over 14 inches, almost 15 inches of rain there in the Beaufort County area. In Beaufort City itself, a good 12 to 14 inches of rain measured in those areas there to the north of Beaufort, about 10 to 12 inches south of the Beaufort area. In Savannah, I measured 6.54 inches of rain in my rain gauge as of 8 o'clock this morning. I picked up another 0.2 of an inch so far, so that should be 6.74, 6 3/4 of an inch of rain. Here I am right here, and the radar is indicating that I picked up 6.78 inches of rain. So this is quite accurate. It's showing pretty well. It's working out very well. Over in the Glenville area in Tatnall County, and over in Toombs County, and into Liberty County, a good 9 to 12 inches of rain falling in that area there. And more rain is going to be falling throughout not only tonight but the next several days, but not as heavy, of course, as it was yesterday and last night, and less wind. There will be some gusty winds, though, throughout the afternoon and nighttime hours, particularly west of the center of rotation. And looking at the satellite imagery there, we can see the system is continuing to rotate. Most of this is just clouds and rain, not much lightning and thunder. I can look at the lightning detection. I'm not going to expecting to see very much out of that. And again, yeah, there it is. It's well off to the east and south of us. Most of the when we have tropical systems like this, it's just mostly rain and a lot of times boatloads of rain, and that's what we've been getting. And this system is not moving all that much. Remember, yesterday at this time, it was over here just to the south of the Georgia-Florida border, south of Valdosta, and now it's just over the Savannah River right here in the Chatham County, Jasper County line, moving slowly toward the east-northeast, and it's going to be moving off the coast. Let's take a look at the Tropical Storm Debbie forecast from the National Hurricane Center, and they're expecting that system to continue to move eastward. It's got about 40-mile-an-hour winds right now. That's about the minimal tropical storm strength. It might pick up a little strength as it goes back into the warm waters of the Atlantic. Then it's going to curve back northward, just north of Myrtle Beach, and go up north into the South Carolina, North South Carolina, and then into North Carolina, into Southern Virginia. And then from there, it's going to go even further to the north as it begins to get picked up and accelerated up into the northeast. But they're going to get moderate to heavy rains out of there as well. As a matter of fact, looking at the rain totals, most of our heavy rains have ended, but we're going to still see 3 to 5 inches of rain possible in our area. Still in eastern portions of North Carolina, they're going to be seeing up to 12 to 14, 15 inches of rain. But even up into the New England area, over into the Philadelphia to New York City, they could get 4 to 6 inches of rain out of Tropical Storm Debbie as it moves up into that region. So the entire East Coast is going to get soaked out of this. For us, we're looking at a moderate amount of rain still in the greater Savannah area. We're expecting about a ½ inch of rain total up until about sunset today, and then about another inch of rain overnight, and then about another 3/4 of an inch of rain throughout the day on Wednesday. And Thursday night, another 3/4 of an inch of rain. And then on Thursday, I expect to see over an inch of rain, additional rain falling across our area, giving us a grand total of additional rain from the 6 to 7, 8 inches of rain that we've received in the Savannah area, an additional 4 inches. So we're talking over 12 inches of rain this week out of that system. And the same thing goes for the inland areas of Georgia. We're seeing those rain totals, again, about the same, 3 to 5 inches in many locations. Over into South Carolina, we're seeing, again, a little bit more. Hilton Head, perhaps another 5 inches of rain on top of the 8 to 10 inches you got yesterday and early this morning. And over in the Beaufort area, 5 1/3 of an inch of rain, and Hampton might get another 6 inches of rain along with Gardens Corner. So yeah, still a lot of rain expected out of this system. Let's take a look at one of the models right here. There it is right there. This is the regional GEM model, the Canadian model, and it's depicting it pretty well what they expect to go on with this system, and it's slowly moving east and meandering across the Atlantic off the South Carolina southern coast, and then begins to pick up speed. And then it gets picked up by the upper level flow, and then is accelerated off to the northeast up along the mid-Atlantic coast as it moves away from us, dumping heavier rains across to the north. So with that being said, expect to see more rain for tonight. I'm not expecting any thunderstorms. I'm not expecting any high winds, and I'm not expecting any tidal surges either right now, particularly since the low is to the north of us. Looking at the tide at Fort Pulaski, the tide wasn't an issue with this because the moon is at apogee. It's furthest distance from the Earth for this month. So we didn't have that much of a high tide to begin with. It was at 7.5 feet, and the tide was about a foot and a half higher than that, but it still remained below 9, or a little bit over 9 feet, remaining below the flood area of around 9.8 feet or so. It begins to flood. Anyway, and the river stages on the Savannah River, the Ogeechee River, the Occoneechee River, the Ohoopee River, the Okmulgee River, and the Satilla River, all these rivers, they're going to be well above their flood stages and approaching record high flood levels over the next several days. So if you want to get more weather information and river level information, just go to my website, savannahpat.name, and scroll down to the areas where it says rivers, local river, and tide gauges. And there you have the list of the rivers, and you can just click on one of the rivers. For example, the Ogeechee River at Eden, and the stage should pop up right there, and it's expected to crest at about 16 feet, and that's going to be near the major flood area for the Ogeechee River. The flood stage is at 10 feet, with the minor flooding beginning to take place at 11 feet, but it's expected to get up to 16 feet there on Saturday at around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Of course, now we're going to be getting more rain. I don't know how much rain we're going to get, as well as the river level forecast. They're assuming some of the rain to be falling, but if it gets more rain than what they assume, that river level could be adjusted either lower or higher. So keep an eye on that, and all the other rivers across the area. So more rain on the way for tonight and tomorrow, and again on Thursday and Friday. But then after that, the weekend shapes up to be somewhat decent, but the heat will be back into the 90s. So with that being said, I hope you stay dry, and see you later.